Hello, everybody. I hope you had a great day today. It was another nice day in sunny Burlington County. Um, I sent out an email this morning and I just want to remind some of you I have not heard from you yet. I did mention that we're going to do a Zoom call next week. I need you to sign up for time slots. If I don't hear from you by Monday, I'll just think it's safe to say that any time slot works for you and I'll just give you a time slot. They're going to be about 10 to 15 minutes in length. We're going to go over our historical fiction papers, and if we have any other grammatical things we need to go over, we're going to go over that. And we're going to go over what we're going to be doing for the rest of the year to finish out this year. Okay, now we're going to, I hope you're taking good notes on chapter 20. I'm sorry, on the sign of the beaver. I mentioned to you about making sure you're making bullet points on your papers or numbering them. I have a couple students that are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, fine. I have some that are just putting a bullet point there. I have some that are writing theirs on one line, skipping a line. So it definitely, it stands out. It's different. You need to do that because we are going to be having a test over this book. And I may let you use some of your notes. So if you have not taken good notes, it would be to your advantage to go back and maybe revamp your note taking. If it's all in one paragraph and it's jumbled together, to write it down so that it can clarify everything. Okay? Just a little food for thought. All right, so chapter 20, we start out by realizing that Etienne hasn't come back to invite Matt to the village. It's been it's just been for a few days, but he's still concerned. He hasn't seen him. Matt begins to think that maybe he wasn't such a winner at all because remember he thought, well, I'm not such of a loser built in helping him with the bear and then everything else that took place with the dog. And so Matt's starting to think that maybe Etienne, he wasn't in such a big win category after all. Well, Etienne finally shows up a week later. But he's super serious and not focused on the lessons that Matt's doing or anything of that nature. Etienne tells Matt that the hunt is going up and Sackness has been teaching him. Matt is relieved that is why he's been staying away and not because Matt is such a loser. So Etienne tells Matt that before he can go hunting with the men, that he must first find his Manitou. What is that? Matt asks him. What's a Manitou? And Matt thinks that it might be another word for moose, but he's wrong. Etienne tells Matt that a Manitou is a personal spirit that every Indian must find, usually in a dream. And in order to find this, that Etienne must wash in a certain way, head out to the forest, build himself a wigwam, refuse food, and pray until his Manitou arrives. It could be a bird, an animal in a dream, or a voice speaking to him. Basically, the idea is that Etienne just has to be patient and wait for it. Matt is sad about the Manitou thing. He doesn't get Etienne's pull to find it. He doesn't understand that, the whole culture of the Indian people. He knows that things will change when Etienne becomes a man among his people. But for the next 2 days, Matt thinks about Etienne quite a lot and realizes that if he doesn't find his Manitou, that Etienne will be so ashamed and feel so worthless. So Matt starts hoping for the best, that Etienne will find it, even if it doesn't mean an end to their friendship. And that's the end of chapter 20. So you have a great weekend, and I'll talk with you on Monday. Have a good one.